What's going on, guys? It's Rookie with Technical Solutions. We have about 11 minutes until the market opens. I'm going to keep it very simple. I already ran a quick scan, just following up with a series of stocks that I saw value in very quickly. I already ran the scan, so the top of the list is DFFN. I'm going to go ahead and get that started. I have a little bit of a momentum scanner. Looks like it caught this one that's a little bit up during pre-market hours. Pretty sure we've talked about this one before. Looks like it's having or just made new highs of day, so it has an overall resistance around 285, 290, and it's already at the top VWAP line. Um, yeah, I mean, with these, something that I like to do is just follow up right before the market opens and see if it sees like a pullback all the way down to the golden, to the bottom VWAP, which is the golden one that you see right here, or if it continues to make new highs and becomes a momentum breakout. So something that I'll do is I'll set my alert here at 290. If it goes above 290, then that gives me a better understanding that it's going to continue to most likely rally. It's been continuously going above the what's it called, purple VWAP, which is the middle VWAP. That's VWAP. If you don't know what that indicator is, I do have a video on it, and you can see that it states VWAP indicator, um, and then there are these little indicators right here as well. But overall, just wanted to set an alert if it goes below it, so that would be around 240, and letting me know that it's trending down, and we're most likely going to try to see a bounce around that $2 price point. So it looks like I already had the FFN on my watch list. Ended up performing very well, if I'm not mistaken. This is, let's see, 100-day analysis. Okay, yeah, continuously like long term. So if we go to a 1 year, it's on a continuous downward trend. So this is definitely not a swing trade, but with the right, volume and the proper demand, I don't think it's far-fetched to think that this thing can continue to rally as long as the volume continues to push it. But let me go ahead and go back to my scan and go right back to it. So EYES. There we go. I like this. If you could see it hit a resistance off the top VWAP, tried to hold above the purple VWAP. Very simple trend. It came back down, bounced off the golden VWAP, which is the bottom VWAP, and then broke above EMA, and it's trending back up. So the first resistance that we'll most likely experience is around 140, because that's where the middle VWAP is, which will act as a resistance. So I'm going to set that up as an indicator. Because if we can get above 140, then we'll most likely head to that 160 resistance, which is where the top VWAP is. So from 140 to 160, that offers 14% potential as long as it continues to trend up. If you could see, it's above the EMA, so it's showing all good signs of an upward trend. The stock did come from lows of $1, so obviously it is trending a little bit higher than what it normally is. But I think anywhere, if I'm not mistaken, let's see. Yeah. So I had a previous resistance at around 120. So what that means is old resistance levels become new support levels. So we should be expecting a bounce within that price point. So this is one of the top stocks so far that I see valid. And what I'm going to do is, let's see, what's going on, guys? How's everyone doing? What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it very simple. I had a very quick and important question that came about yesterday. And it's like, out of all the stocks that everyone talks about, how do you know which one to focus on? Well, I see value in EYES more than I did on the DFFN. So all I'm going to do is in my own little announcements, it doesn't mean that I have to do anything as EYES. I'm just going to put out the support. The support I see at $1.20, and then the resistance right now is $1.40, and then that $1.40, and then that can go up to $1.60, which is these margins that I've called out: 120 to 140, 140 to 160. Very simple. Therefore, I don't need to share it with anyone. I just have it here, and then I can get ready to add another one. So let me move to the next one, and then continue going down the list. SNCR. SNCR. I like this one because it's actually a little bit of a higher cap stock. Looks like we have 5 minutes before the market opens, and it's still seeing an upward trend. Looks like the resistance at about $16 is pretty solid. Do you guys see that here? It did go above $16, hit highs of 16.50, but didn't hold very well above 16. Came back down, built a support at around 15, and then do you guys see that again? Hit 16, and boom, downward trend. Very, very simple indicators, very simple studies. So from 15 to 16, that offers 6.73 potential profit. That's huge. We're seeing a pullback, a downward trend. We might see a bounce at 15. I like this one as well. Very simple trends to, something that I can do is as the market opens, it could pull back. I really don't care how far it pulls back. It could pull back to 14 for all I care. But once it pulls back to 14.50 and it bounces and it starts to trend up, if it breaks above 15, since I knew that was an old support level, it'll act as a resistance. But if it breaks above 15, I know it's still trending up and it has all this margin to make up. That's 7% potential for profit. That's more than enough for a day trade for me. Looking at the grand scheme of things, it's continuously on a downward trend. It looks like it's trying to make a comeback based on the past couple of days. It looks like it is at a past resistance at around like 16 to 17, 16 to 16.50. So just take that in consideration. That's a pretty strong resistance. And yeah, that's it. I mean, nothing crazy, keeping it very simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set my alert to see if it goes below it. But realistically, I don't even need to set my alert. SNCR. SNCR. This is going to be support at 15, 15.50, and then, all right. Yeah, so it looks like every 50 cents. So 15.50. Again, just trying to keep it organized in my own way that makes sense to me. With that being said, I'm not here to have to make sense to really, I mean, I'm not going to share what it is that I'm writing down right now with anyone. Therefore, it just has to make sense to me. It looks like it's trying to hold on the purple VWAP, which is around like 15.50, 15.40. So it's still pretty solid. If we can get into $16, it's still 3%. Again, nothing huge, but profit is profit. So let me go ahead and try to see one more. All right, ABEO. This one's trending pretty strong. And if you guys want, I mean, you guys can see my scanner. And as I'm actually, I mean, you guys saw my scanner right here. If you guys see a stock that you guys like, feel free to, write it down in your charts and start breaking it down. We can do this together. Okay, I like this. Do you guys see this? That's a previous trend, what the heck? So next resistance is right around $18. You guys see that based on previous trends? Support just broke above 17, which is pretty solid. Looks like there's a high of 17.40 before, but overall, old support levels, if you can see right here, is around $18, becomes new resistance level. So it still has a lot of margin to make up. I think this one's a little bit overextended. If you can see right here, the RSI indicator is a little overextended. I'd like to wait for a pullback, and I don't think it's far-fetched for it to come near to that $17 support. This is not one that I'm crazy about. The reason why, actually, I mean, it's definitely not bad. And if we play it out, I don't want to underestimate it. So we'll definitely follow up with it. I'll add it to my watch list. So we have it right there. Let me write out the plan. We have about 40 seconds until the market opens. So we have it at 17 and 16.40. Boom. Alrighty, let's see what you guys have to say. It looks like you guys are calling out That one dropped. Not too interested in that. VWAP, it's an indicator. ABEO. There we go. Market open. Boom. Oh shoot. Okay. Wow. Wait. Oh, that looks like it's a little overextended. Let's go. Do you guys see that? You guys definitely up. Okay, guys. You guys is definitely up pre-market hours, and it looks like it's actually peaking out. Looks like DFFN just made new highs of 290, so that one's most likely trending. So this one actually just pulled back. Okay, I need to add that one to my watch list. I don't know why I added it. If you guys are all listening, if you guys breaks below anything below 1080, it's done. I think that it's most likely going to trend back down. So make sure that if you guys are up right now to lock in profits. Whoa. Yeah, just see. I think that this one's pretty much done peeking out there. There it goes. Looks like it's hitting a resistance at $3. Did you guys see that pullback? And this is what, when I say I buy the dips, look at that, look at that. And that's when I try to get in. Now, I still think that it's going to pull back even a little bit further. How overextended is this? That's ridiculous. Did you guys see that drop? 50-cent drop. This thing should have been halted. That thing literally dropped from highs of 297 all the way down in a matter of seconds. That's what's so, especially for those new traders, it's so important to be consistent with your trades and to make sure that you don't trade anything that you're not comfortable with. So looks like it found a support at around $2.40, and it looks like now it's starting to trying to trend back up. So I'm going to wait for a break above a certain price point before I choose to take a position. That's going to be 260. Why is my level 2 not on? All right, guys, stop limit set. Limit buy. Nope, pulls back. I want to make sure the reason that I'm waiting for, if you guys saw that I waited for the bounce and I wait for it to start trading back up, is because I want to make sure that it's back on an upward trend. So doesn't look like it's actually doing that, and I'm actually a little bit over on my time. So I'm going to continue this conversation in the voice chat for the people that are part of the lesson library. So let's go ahead and continue the conversation over there, and then I'll follow up with any questions that you guys might have. Thank you guys again for watching. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me within the Discord group chat. Feel free to direct message me. If you guys want to be a part of Technical Solutions, it's the first link in the it's the fifth link in the description. If you guys want to be a part of the lesson library and want to learn how to day trade and swing trade a little bit quicker, feel free to be a part of it, and we'd love to have you as a part of the team. Like always, guys, let's make sure that we're in the year on a green note. Ooh, this thing's starting to push. Oh, take care.